Hello everyone, I'm so excited to see you again. I hope things are going well with your baby at home. I wanted to jump on and give another tip for photographing your baby in your home. If you can't get to a professional photographer, I want to make sure that the photos that you take at home are as good as they can be. We've gone over a couple of tips so far, and I want to go over an important one today, which is location. You think about just taking photos of your baby, and maybe the first thing that comes to your mind is their nursery, but you can take them right here on your couch as well. And so I'm going to go over a couple of tips. One tip is to clear out the clutter. So get rid of all the stuff that does not make your house look great. Move the blankets. Hey, if you just want to throw them across the room, that's fine. I know you're tired. But just make sure that whatever space that you're taking pictures in is nice and clear of clutter. If you have to move furniture, that's another tip that you might not really think about, but it can be a great and a little more complicated way to get a nice photo. If you're going to do photos of baby on the floor or in a basket, any kind of safe method that you're going to take photos of your baby in, you might have a nice corner of your room, but it has a chair and a table in it. If you just slide those out a couple of feet and move baby on in, that gives you a nice clean palette on the wall, and it is just a very simple way of really choosing your location and making sure that baby's going to look best in those photos. The other thing that you want to consider when thinking about your location is safety. We're always thinking about safety when we're taking photos of our baby, and choosing a location is no different. You always want to consider that baby may roll or move or have any kind of effect and fall off of what they're being photographed on. So you want to make sure whatever they're laying on is secure. Have somebody nearby that can be on baby alert at all times. So if you're on the couch, this is a great way you can lay baby right in the middle. You can take photos from above. Remember to photograph down their nose. Have that light coming down their nose. You never want to photograph up or have the light up their nose. You can photograph little details as well. And the couch is a nice safe place for you to maybe try and roll baby onto their side and get a few photos that way as well. Keeping that baby swaddled will keep them happy. Of course, you can take photos of them unswaddled as well, but they tend to move a lot more and not necessarily be as happy as they are when they're in a nice tight wrap. So just things to consider. The other thing that you want to watch for when you're picking your background or your location is your background. You don't want something in the back that's very distracting. So if I left this pillow here, this pattern's really going to take away from baby's face. You also want to make sure that if they are on a pattern, which is fine, that there's not anything like looks like it coming out of their head or in weird spots. A lot of times you'll see we get photographs, and when you're photographing it, there's distance so you don't necessarily see it, but the photograph compresses it, and so it might look like a branch is coming out of their head or things like that. So just keep an eye out for any kind of distractions in the background. The simpler the better. And if you have any questions, you can always email me at blessedmoments13@gmail.com. And I would love to hear what locations you've found. I know it's not easy to kind of look at your house in a different way to do something like this, but I would love to know what you were able to capture. And hey, feel free to send those baby photos my way. I would love to see them. Congratulations again, and I hope to see you soon.